Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Mountain Views program on Park City Television. That's me. I'm still Terry. I'm here. It's Monday. I'll be honest with you. The snow, not really all that happy about it. 1 degrees it is. It's not really what I was looking for this late in April. But then again, I'm the one who lives in Park City. So why am I bitching? I'm not exactly sure. But that's okay. We're going to work this out. I'm a little tender right now, but we'll make it through. I need some hip hop. Good news. We're going to have some of that. But first, let's do my favorite thing to do right at the outset of this program, make fun of the news. You know, it's kind of a common trope in comedy nowadays for folks to say, too soon to make a joke about something that may still be fresh in people's minds. And I'm not sure if it's too soon or not, although, of course, we have expressed a great deal of concern over the weeks, almost 6 weeks now, since Malaysian Airlines Flight 370, went down who knows where. Here's my problem. You know, CNN and all of the other global news networks may or may not be including Ron Burgundy and his crew, really were wall-to-wall 24/7 with covering flight MH370 for weeks and weeks. Now, what we do know is that we don't know where this airplane and all of its previous inhabitants are. My problem with CNN specifically, and Don Lemon, I'm talking to you, although those are nice horn-rimmed glasses, I have to say. He's good. I can't help it. I said it. I like him. That being said, I'm really mad at you, Don Lemon, because while it was a possibility that it was simply an act of God or a terrible accident that would be found out by searching and searching, looks like it may take another $60 million and several more months to find out if it really was an accident. But increasingly, experts are prognosticating that this could be the work of bad guys or aliens. Now, why is it that when the increasing possibility that aliens abducted flight MH370, all of a sudden you're not talking about it anymore? So if it's just an accident, then it's news. But if it's aliens that did it and we still don't actually know, but then it's not news, I don't know. Here at Park City Television, we entertain all possibilities as to what could be happening in situations where we don't know what's happening. I know a few guys who believe very strongly this is aliens. And I have to count myself increasingly among their number. So here is a recommendation to you, Don Lemon at CNN. Open your mind, brother. Could be that it's aliens. We don't know yet. So how can we discount the possibility that that's the case? Just saying. Now, Paul Simon, of course, is a legendary pop music songwriter for only 40 or 50 years now, and it's been nearly 22 years since he and the one-hit wonder Edie Brickell fell in love, made it official, and had a family. Now, I don't know about you, but I never would have thought that the oh-so-mellow, there it is, Edie Brickell, I'm not aware of too many things. I know what I know, but I know what you mean, right? That's pretty mellow stuff. I didn't think she'd have the kind of right cross that she does, but evidently she was after it on Saturday night. Both Paul Simon and Edie Brickell had to take a ride with the one time because they were being boisterous. They got in some sort of a fight that may or may not have included fisticuffs. Whether or not they were wearing gloves or it was pure bare knuckle goodness, no reports yet. They spent the night in the slammer, and evidently Paul Simon hasn't been the same since. I guess we all got Edie Brickell wrong. I would have thought for sure, I don't know, I guess I just would have taken Paul Simon if I really had to bet on those two going at it. Here's the other interesting thing about this particular story. if you know anything about New Canaan, Connecticut, it's not row houses, people. So if the cops were called by neighbors in New Canaan, Connecticut, you know they had to be making some noise. Now, hippies and the sounds of silence going at it loud enough that the cops were called, I would like to know more about this. Let's get Don Lemon on it. That would be a good idea. Okay, so here's a news flash for LA Clippers owner Donald Sterling since 1981. And I don't know, how do you get so disconnected that you buy really one of the worst NBA franchises in the entire history of the National Basketball Association? You hold on to it for some 30 years, but you don't like black people? I'm trying to put this together. Of course, it's been all over the news. Ms. V. Stiviano, and I don't know about you, but if I was a single man, I think I would like a girlfriend named V. Stiviano. It just sounds, I don't know, it sounds like she's probably cool and maybe a little bit dangerous. In any case, she recorded an argument/conversation with the aforementioned LA Clippers owner Donald Sterling, in which he pretty much went on and on and on and on about how much he doesn't like black people. What I don't understand is, if you don't like black people, what are you doing hanging around the NBA? I mean, it's just a numbers thing, right? It's like you don't like white people, and so you're a huge fan of golf. I don't know. It doesn't make sense. In any case, of course, luminaries across the media sphere, including NBA legends such as Magic Johnson and Michael Jordan, but of course the list goes on and on. Folks calling for his head, quite frankly. We can only hope that there will be some resolution. Evidently, there's going to be a press conference tomorrow afternoon in which we will find out whether or not the National Basketball Association is going to press for divestiture, i.e. Donald, you could be as racist as you want, just stop owning an NBA team and then go somewhere. Here's an idea. Ranching. Yes! Ranching. Cliven Bundy, of course, brilliant guy, doesn't really like paying for his grazing rights. Also, hates black people. It'd be a great combination. You could skip the NBA ownership and just go right to cattle ranching in the middle of nowhere, which is where we hope both of you guys go. Philosophical addition, footnote to this particular story. I'm going to go with racism. You can't do it anymore. You just can't do it. The thing is that everybody pretty much on the globe knows that if you really hate somebody just because of the color of your skin, it's not because you're uninformed anymore. It's not what you don't know or you think you do know that's wrong or any of that sort of thing. You're just a jerk. So how about this? No more racism. You're just a bad person. Also, stop being mean to people. I don't know. That's me. We're getting into the portion of the show open where, that's right, we're going to have to do it. We're going to have to do it in the next story once again. Hashtag hugs moving along. You know who needs hugs? John Cumming and Rob Katz. Do you know these guys? They're on opposite sides of the table, if you want to call it that. That's a little mild for it. But comes a letter this past Friday from John Cumming, CEO of Powder Corporation, saying, hey, you know what, Vail and Talisker, we're not going to sell out to you. I think he's got a pretty good point, because even if Talisker prevails in the ongoing, I don't know, what do you call it? Is it a legal tussle? Is it I hate you, you hate me? All that sort of thing. In any case, it doesn't matter if Vail wins the litigation, because they cannot force Powder Corp to sell the base resort operations at PCMR, which means that there's going to have to be some kind of settlement. And here we are already in a very tight circle back to, because you guys can get together, you can hug it out, you can realize that you're all just really rich white people and you really don't have that much to be upset about. I mean, it's really a really good life. That's just me. Let's check in and hear a second voice on this topic and find out what our weather expert, Sarah Nibley, thinks. Sarah, what do you think?
I think it's white people problems.
I think it's a hashtag white people problems.
Hashtag white people problems. I don't know. It's confusing. It's ridiculous. Now it's just egos. It's who's bigger than who, and there's no humility involved, which is really sad because it's like taking away what PCMR really is. Like so many people have like grown. I mean, it's been around for 50 years. Like that's what Park City is known for, is for Park City Mountain Resort, and then for Talisker to own it, they just are trying to like, here I am.
Trying to barge their way in.
It's totally
I think it's
crazy.
terrible.
It's ridiculous.
Are you feeling as though, I don't know, over time I'm starting to kind of feel like I am an apologist for white people. It's like, hey everybody, we suck. White people so terrible. I'm just kidding, you guys. Send me an email if I'm making you upset right now, because you're a defender of white people, Terry with a Y, at parkcity.tv. Tell me why I shouldn't be apologizing for white people so dang much.
I know, it's actually really funny. I think we've talked about it before, but there's a book, it's called White People Problems, and it's like, you're white when you wear a tank top and a scarf. Or like stuff like that. It's actually a really funny book. Or like, you're white when you go to a farmer's market. Or I don't know, it's actually really funny. You can get it at Urban Outfitters. So again, it's White People Problems.
Wow, that seems like a really appropriate place
It really
to get
does.
a book about white people problems at Urban Outfitters. It's store
I know,
for white
it's so
people.
Contradicting. It is. I apologize for all of our
It's
society.
true. I'm feeling the same way.
I don't know what else to
I just kind of
say.
feel like my life is just
Yeah.
a series of adventures where I go to different locations
And be like,
on
I'm
the
so
globe and
sorry.
apologize for the dumb crap that white people do, because there's really, white power. No. Not down with it.
I don't know.
What about the weather, though?
Dude, I'm so over. Don't hate me right now. I'm really over the snow. I know that we live in a ski town, not a gray town. However, it's almost May. It's currently 36 degrees. It is going to drop down to 22. And then tomorrow, some nice sunshine at 45 degrees. So, there might be an end to this storm. I don't know if you guys got to experience it over the weekend. I know a lot of people went over to Alton Snowbird. They killed it with the inches. But here, I don't like it. Anyway.
Go ahead. I'll take that one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
In
pretty
Salt Lake
much.
City,
Sorry.
you guys are currently at 50 degrees. You are going to drop down to 34, and then tomorrow you're going to be in the high 50s, 57 with some sunshine. So we'll see what happens. I'll tell you more about it in the middle of the hour. I actually had to remember that race that I was telling you? Did I ever tell you about the race that I was doing?
I saw some pictures on YouTube. We'll have to talk about that.
We'll have to talk about it, but
in the middle of the
I did
hour.
it in the snow. And it was fun.
Were you cool? You were cool, though. I mean, you were like...
It was. I had 5 shirts on and then a 20-pound backpack. It was gnarly. We'll have to talk about it later.
We'll talk about it.
Yes.
That sounds fun. All right, you guys. It is time to make some music. This fellow, he's got it together. He's been working hard getting this set up. I so appreciate professionalism in this business, and this fellow has it in spades. On the Wheels of Steel, the accompanist, he is DJ Electronic Battleship Cruz Martinez, and on the lyrics, this is Q1. Q.
My name is Dave. Where do I begin? I've written and rewritten this over and over again in my head. But what does one say to the one and only Eminem? I've lost count of all the tears that I've shed with each and every word of yours that relates it. Could have written this note with a pen, I scribbled it on a piece of loose leaf. Got mad when you didn't write back and took the same route like Stan. Damn, I'm a fan, but the extent of what you meant is much more to me. Slim, I'm gonna switch it up to a language more meant for us, Kendrick and the rest of the 10%. Dear M, dear Eminem, dear Eminem, dear Eminem. Okay, let me tell you, when I first heard the Slim Shady EP, I couldn't understand how anybody felt you. Being a Puerto Rican from New York, I thought that these white kids were like crazy. Bellevue should've liked violets. I was like, Dr. Dre, who's your new patient? He looked a little pasted, bleached blonde hair, with a bigger swag than a bigger jiggle which he could have had. When I first took my first look at you, I mistook you for a halfway crook, here to try to put a stick up hip-hop, but you picked up the ball left by Big and Tupac. Mr. Mathers, here's a letter in a method never sent rather. I only drank a half a fifth with the kids in the van, sir. Does that matter? Nah, I'm lying. But there was this trip to Denver back in 2002 when you cleaned out your closet, dude. I felt you, bro, with every verse of hurt that you belted, yo. Dear M, Mr. Mathers, Slim, Marshall, thank you. Dear Eminem, dear Eminem, dear Eminem. All right, kids, take it away. Dear Eminem. Dear Eminem. Dear Eminem. Dear M, I don't worship you and I'm not your biggest fan, so I won't stake claim to that status, man. As a matter of fact, I'm 34, almost 35, a grown man rapping to another grown man. Sick! Gosh dang it, reality is though, Marshall, you saved my life. More than once I felt lost inside. Oh, much to your angst, all the pain aimed at your mom and dad. Think it took me up to the day to say thanks, so I so think, so I hope to pad. Here at home, bumping this read, writing in the zone, man. Wondering if you ever get the chance to listen to my soul, man. Peace. Sincerely, Q. Dear Eminem.
Park City has a new fresh ingredient restaurant serving broiled meats, seafood, tacos, burritos, and delicious salads, all at an affordable price for the entire family. Park City Broiler is located next to Wasatch Bagel and Grill. Park City Broiler is the locals' place to go. Come in today for lunch or dinner.
Enjoy an unforgettable vacation with Hilton Grand Vacations at Sunrise Lodge. Located next to the Canyon Sunrise Lift, just minutes from Deer Valley and Park City Mountain Resort. Choose a studio or enjoy a spacious 4-bedroom suite that can sleep 10 adults, with all the comforts of home, including a living area, fireplace, king-size beds, soaking tub, full kitchen, mountain views, and a balcony. Stop by today to see the Hilton Grand Vacations Club at Sunrise Lodge. Make the mountain your own.
Live local, play local, buy local. Trails, parks, nonprofit organizations, free public transportation. We all benefit when tax dollars stay in the Park City area. When you support local businesses, your dollars cycle through the Park City economy. The benefits of the dollars spent here in Park City are multiplied as local wages finance more investments and ultimately create more jobs. To find a list of local businesses, visit the member business directory at visitparkcity.com. Keep it PC, a program of the Park City Chamber Bureau.
Jupiter Bowl is fun bowling and great food. The Lift Grill and Lounge serves American classic cuisine and New York style pizza. Named by Ski Magazine as the #1 all-ages après ski destination in the country. Visit Jupiter Bowl in Park City and online at jupiterbowl.com.
Crandall Ford is one of the oldest Ford dealers in Utah. Our overhead is less, so we can afford to sell our cars and trucks for less. We have a great selection of new and pre-owned vehicles available, and if we don't have it, let us find it for you. So take the short 20-minute drive to Park City. We'll show you how our low overhead and friendly staff will make you the best deal and give you the most enjoyable automobile purchase experience of a lifetime. Call 800-497-8265 or visit us online at crandallford.com or come see us on Rasmussen Road near Kimball Junction.
Don't have time to monkey around with getting auto body or auto glass repairs done? We can help! At Professional Care Auto Works, we take care of your auto body and glass repair needs with our free mobile estimate service, free mobile glass service, and free pickup and delivery. Our workmanship and customer service can't be beat. We will give you a lifetime warranty on auto body repairs and glass work. Let Professional Care Auto Works take the dings out of your day. Salt Lake and Park City, 801-262-DING, procarebody.com.
The Torchlight Inn, Park City's newest bed and breakfast, is just a snowball's throw from historic Main Street. The Torchlight Inn perfectly combines a boutique hotel atmosphere with a personalized bed and breakfast experience. Guests are welcomed every morning in our great room for a delicious homemade breakfast. Each room is perfectly appointed with fireplaces and decks overlooking Old Town. The Torchlight Inn, where epic days are just footsteps away.
The Paint Mix is Park City's premier venue for art and wine entertainment. Unleash your inner artist and create your masterpiece. It's perfect for a date night, party, team building, or fundraising event. Visit us online for our calendar of events.
Welcome back. We try to have a little bit of quintessence on each and every Mountain Views program here on Park City Television, and this is one that just worked out. What can I say? But our man Q1 rapping about Eminem. Who's the only guy in Hollywood who can boast that he has a lyric in an Eminem song? Yeah, Mekhi Phifer. Let's cue that. I like to talk about the fact that there are so many different things going on in Park City, Utah during the Sundance Film Festival. Of course, there is a plethora of incredible films that folks are enjoying watching. There's a lot of partying going on without a doubt, but there are other categories as well. My next guests are here in a posture to do some charitable giving while having a little bit of fun too. Please welcome to the Mountain Views program Mekhi Phifer and Annie Clemens of MPIC Events. Gentlemen,
all right.
How do you do? Being here. How do you do?
Life is good. Glad to be here in Park City.
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
Nice of you to, of course, come and hang out with us, but to do some good works. I like to say that we do a lot of that around these parts. So
absolutely.
Tell folks about MPIC Events and about what you're doing here.
Absolutely. Well, first off, Edie and I have been friends for years, and we started doing sort of charitable works around holidays and certain events, and we would do it at my house. And it became sort of this viral sort of thing that started happening to where when anything was going on, people would always say, we want to come to your events. And what we would do is focus it around poker. And it just became sort of an explosion. And aside from us sort of joining forces on the producing side of things, we decided, hey, since people love this thing so much, let's form another company, which is our events company, MPIC Events. And so we've been extremely successful. People have been very supportive, and we're just here to do great charitable works, and we're having a lot of fun doing it too, and we're having huge turnouts. This is our second year here at Sundance. We had a huge event last year with great turnout, and so we decided to sort of become a mainstay here in Park City.
You came back. It was good enough that you came back.
Came back.
Park City's, it's an incredible environment for especially what we do as filmmakers, and to just be able to, network and congregate with so many people in the industry.
Right.
And it's not like LA where, people have on their airs and their persona. Park City's is a lot more laid back. Mm-hmm. You're bumping into people on Main Street. It's an incredible environment. And we figured we bring our poker tournament to Park City and do some good and raise some money for a good cause. So that's why we're here.
Yeah, nicely done. I have to ask a logistical question because, I always think about brain surgeons and go, man, I'm sure glad they don't need me to do that. Because I can't imagine flying an airplane and planning really good parties is in the same category for me. So I always think of, there's like a gene or something that you have a knack for planning parties. Here's the question: when you're in Park City during Sundance, where everybody's running around like crazy everywhere, and it's like, yes, we can get together. I have 7.2 minutes for you. How do you get people to sit down and play poker during Sundance?
Well, I think what we've done, and we do this all over the country, I think we've really perfected being accommodating to our guests. We usually make all of our events like a one-stop shop. Like sometimes people might come if they've never come before, might say, okay, we'll go to the poker thing for about an hour, and then we'll go to the William Morris party. But then a lot of times once they get there, we have all of the elements covered.
They don't want to leave.
They don't want to put it like that. They don't want to leave.
Yeah.
It's like, guys, it's 3 a.m. You know, they're shutting us down. You got to go. But I think it's really about being accommodating, making it exclusive, but not inaccessible. Making everyone that comes in through the door that's on our lists feel like VIP.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that we've been extremely successful with doing that. And, you know, we provide food, music, drink, you know, gifting suites, photo booths, the whole 9 yards. So we have a knack for it, I think.
Yeah.
And we have a great team as well.
I was going to say that. I think it really boils down to the team that you've assembled, and everyone being really a specialist in that particular department. You know, one of our mantras on set when we're filming is if everyone stays in their lane and really perfects what they're doing, you'll have an amazing production. So we have an amazing team of people booking our talent. The publicist, our producing partner this year for the event is Randall Emmett. You know, he produced Lone Survivor and Two Guns. So, you know, having the people on the team that people respect, they have a certain level of cachet in their particular lane. So that helps drive people to your event, and they want to stay at that event. So I think that's it's kudos to who we've surrounded ourselves with. Kind of like in sports, you know, you get yourself a good, you know, starting 5, and you can. You can do some big things. So.
I like that analogy. Your reputation precedes you, especially if you're getting ready to lace up your sneaks against the Bulls.
That's right.
With number 23.
Yes.
Swinging for sure. Talk a little bit about the charity side. Do you pick different beneficiaries for different events? Do you all put all your money towards one group?
Well, we have in the past, and we have a main charity that we deal with called Jaden's Ladder, and what they basically do is focus on victims of domestic violence, which is actually plaguing not only the United States but the world. So we help get them a new home, new situation, give them psychological support, clothes on their backs, and monetary support as well. You'd be astounded by how many people are victims of domestic violence.
Yeah, it's not just a woman's issue, it's a societal issue. So we've been very fortunate to deal with Jaden's Ladder the last 2 or 3 years and really just do some good work. I remember we did a toy drive, and just taking truckloads of toys to a women and children's shelter without them expecting it and dropping it off and seeing that reaction is just priceless. So it's a cause that's close to our hearts. We enjoy doing it and giving back, and so that really is what it's about. JadensLadder.org if you guys want to get information on that.
Play JadensLadder.org.
Yeah. Big shout out to Onita Bobbitt, who is
the founder.
Yes.
Well, we have it so good, and the love and fellowship that we have in our lives is sometimes easy to forget that there are a lot of people that are living in misery every day, and so it's a huge credit to you guys for having a great time.
We can give back and have fun doing it.
Absolutely.
You know, it is a lot of work, but we love the work. So, you know, I show you a guy who loves his work. I show you a guy who never worked a day in his life. And so, you know, that's sort of our mantra.
Plus, there's a lot of, you know, good parties and drinking while you're here.
Oh, yeah. And gifting suites.
Right. There's not a bad environment to do the work in, is my point.
Good for you. Well, I would love to have had you guys on the Mountain View Show live because we're going to be rocking some Patron tonight. We've got a fantastic band that's going to roll up in here and blow the roof off. But that being said, I'm grateful that you came to spend a little bit of time with us.
Thank you for having us.
MPIC
we really
events.
appreciate it.
Our pleasure.
Heaney,
thank you for
Mekhi, nice to see you guys. Safe travels about town.
Yes. Indeed.
Stay drinking the good stuff.
We'll tread lightly.
To see you soon.
Thank you.
All right.
Thanks.
We will be right back after this. Please stay tuned to Mountain Views here on Park City Television, because I love you.
At Siegfried & Jensen, we get that after an accident, money is tight. That's why we offer so many services for free. First call, free. First consultation, free. Stuck at home or in the hospital, we'll come to you for free. We keep the insurance company away and get you the help you need. So call Siegfried and Jensen at 222-2222. It won't cost you anything to see if we can help.
Looking for your next home in the Park City area? Text PC Utah to 32323 and download the Real Estate mobile app on iPhone or Android. The app allows you to browse houses, save favorites, and quickly connect with a local Park City homes and land expert. Just text PC Utah to 32323 and make your next home buying experience a breeze.
Park City Bread and Bagel, located in Quarry Village, is your one-stop shop for breakfast and so much more. Stop in today and see why bagels aren't just for breakfast anymore.
Red Ledges is a four-season community only minutes from Park City. We offer the ideal balance of convenience, privacy, and luxury.